You'll like this video for your very own iced out Rolex. I think that ice is pretty on theme for today's video, so yeah, leave a like and you'll get some new ice. Alright, what's going on? So the video I made about the girl who lit herself on fire for TikTok clout is doing pretty well right now, so I decided to do some research to see if there was any more people like her, and I was pretty faithful that in my research I would not have a hard time finding some cavemen that are among us, and to nobody's surprise whatsoever, I found a headline titled "TikTok star goes viral after almost dying from swimming in a frozen lake." So this is basically the reverse of what we read last time, where instead of a person lighting themselves on fire, we have a person almost freezing to death. Now, I know that there are some people who probably understand why letting yourself on fire is bad, but might not understand why swimming in a frozen lake is bad. Maybe to some of the younger people who are watching this video, they probably think, well, yeah, I swim in cold water all the time. Why is this any different? Basically, when you swim in freezing cold water, not just like 60-degree cold water, we're talking about like 10-degree, 30-degree and below cold water. Basically, this drastically lowers your body temperature, which can lead to two things mainly. The first thing, which I'm sure more of you guys are aware of, is called frostbite. Now, reading off an excerpt from the Mayo Clinic, frostbite is an injury caused by freezing of the skin and underlying tissues. First, your skin becomes very cold and red, then numb, then hard and pale. Frostbite is most common on the fingers, toes, nose, ears, cheeks, and chin. And long story short, frostbite can cause long-term or even permanent nerve and joint damage. And if you didn't know, joints are pretty much the things in your body that allow you to move. And a great way to get frostbite is, you guessed it, swimming in a cold lake. Now, swimming in a cold lake or just being exposed to cold without the proper, like, coat or anything like that can also lead to hypothermia, but I'm not going to explain that. Now, what we looked at last video and what we are going to look at again today, I feel like are the reasons why aliens haven't raided us yet. You know, like, aliens, they probably are looking for signs of intelligent life, you know, a planet to settle in. A planet that was developed by smart human beings and intelligent species, but then you got people like this, swimming in frozen cold lakes to get some digital thumbs up points. Anyways, let's just read this article here. TikTok has gained massive popularity across the world, with many taking to the video sharing platform doing distinct challenges. Recently, a TikTok star went viral after he performed a fatal, life-risking stunt by swimming in a frozen lake. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand the dude who decided to swim in a frozen lake is very challenged in the critical thinking category, but I'm just sitting here trying to figure out who on God's green earth is liking this, who sees a man risk his life, almost die, who is sitting there clicking the thumbs up button, who's there liking, subscribing, and turning on post notifications. Like, what? All you're doing is encouraging this grown man to literally almost kill himself for some TikTok likes by giving him the likes that he desires. If people are doing bad things for attention, don't give them attention. Like, this is like second grade logic here. If somebody's doing something in order to try to get some sort of gratification and they're not getting the gratification, they're not going to do that thing anymore because it's not working. I can only imagine the people liking this are like little kids who think that it's the same thing as like a Dude Perfect sort of challenge where they're being supervised and it's just like a professional stunt, which kind of makes sense. I can understand why some, you know, kids would think that, but no, I mean, this dude just straight up risks his life. If somebody from Dude Perfect was to try something like this, he would have people around him watching him, being sure that he's okay. It would be a safe practice, but when some random person decides to just do it with somebody recording them, it's not safe whatsoever, and more likely than not ends up with somebody getting hurt. A sheet of frozen ice with a friend filming it. I've never been this close to dying, and I didn't think my eyeballs would freeze so quick. Jason, who has garnered over 400,000 followers, as Jason To-Do List shared. So I can kind of assume from this guy's name, it's a to-do list, like he's trying to do as much crazy things in his life as he can, and I respect that, right? Like, I know some people who are adrenaline junkies, and I myself will do some things sometimes to get like a thrill or something exciting, right? But there's a reason why you don't see that many people who are looking for adrenaline or trying to get like a quick thrill swimming in frozen lakes. It's because it is incredibly fatal. I don't care how many things are on your to-do list or your bucket list, like in general, you know, or what you want to do to get adrenaline. There are just some things that are simply never meant to be attempted, regardless of how bad you want adrenaline or how much of a thrill you want to get, like swan diving into an active volcano. You are going to die. I don't care how much of a thrill you want to get, you're going to pass away, you're going to burn to a crisp. A lot of these challenges are simply just suicide challenges, but with a different name. Lighting yourself on fire challenge. I still can't get over that from last video. The lighting yourself on fire challenge literally should just be renamed as the just kill yourself challenge. Now listen, I know some people are watching this and probably thinking, oh my god, this dude is just a loser, he never has any fun, he's just, you know, a big old Karen, okay? He never wants to do anything exciting. Absolutely false. Absolutely false. I mean, I'm not like a crazy adrenaline junkie, but I'm totally down to do some like sick stuff, you know? Like definitely some daredevil stuff, dude. I just, how do I say this? Don't really have the active urge to light myself on fire in my bathroom. The TikTok showcase showcases Jason dressed in the freezing cold temperature in nothing but shorts. He stands in front of a creek in the lake before taking a big breath and diving into the icy cold water where he swims for about 30 feet. Jason then appears to lose his sense of direction. The surface of the water, where the hole was, didn't look any different than the bottom of the ice. When I flipped around and felt solid ice, I thought I was at the hole, but when I wasn't, that's when I decided to head back and just follow the dust I kicked up. I was so short on breath I couldn't really see anymore, Jason added, while admitting he thought this was the end of the line for him. So he right there straight up admitted that he almost was sent to the gulag for a couple TikTok views, truly pathetic. Now, it said earlier that Jason had like 400k followers on TikTok, which I think is pretty decent. I don't really know how many followers on TikTok is considered a lot, but I can only imagine that Jason was doing this because he knew he had this audience, which is a classic example of having your audience control you. Well, I wouldn't say control, but like the only reason that he was doing this was because he was trying to get some clout. Now, I'm not going to show the actual video of the dude swimming underneath the ice because I don't want this video to get A, demonetized, or B, age restricted, taken down, any of that stuff. But this genius also decided to post this TikTok onto his Instagram, and on his Instagram he wrote this super duper long caption about his experience. And as I'm reading this, you'll notice that not once does he say, "Hey guys, this was a horrible idea," and hey, don't do this, guys. I then tried to break the ice with my back, as you can see in the video. I don't know what made me turn around one last time. I was so short on breath, I couldn't really see anymore. I'd accepted that this was it. I wasn't going to make it. I swung my head at what I thought was the lighter spot of the ice, and my head came through. I then got a ton of energy to stand up. I took 2 to 3 breaths to regain my vision after resurfacing. Aftermath is in the other video, and then he promotes his Finsta. When there are scary moments, I joke a lot. My cameraman genuinely thought it was another one of my jokes and didn't recognize the severity of the situation. Now, this is again why you need to have somebody like, you know, a safety crew around you if you're going to do something this stupid, which you shouldn't even do in the first place. Now, you shouldn't do this regardless if you have a safety crew or not, because it is incredibly stupid. But at least if this dude had a safety crew or something and not just his like friend recording him, that this would have been prevented and she wouldn't have thought that he was joking. Like, this dude could have straight up died, okay? Like, straight up ceased to exist, passed away in front of his friend's very eyes, okay? Straight to the gulag. And his friend that was recording him probably would have thought that he's just doing a little bit of trolling. Ah ha ha. Funny joke, playing dead, very funny, classic comedy. And little would she know that she's laughing at a corpse of a person who tried to do a stupid TikTok challenge and ended up dead. Now, the one thing I am happy about while I read this challenge is that he is okay. I think he's 100% fine from what I understand. And if he's not completely 100% okay, I mean, at least he's alive. And the one other good thing about this challenge, and I mean the one other good thing, is that he's not endangering anybody else with his direct stupidity. I mean, apart from, you know, horribly influencing anybody who watched that video, I'm talking about like direct physical danger, because the chick who lit herself on fire literally could have like burned her entire apartment down. So at least we're not having something like that happen. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Comment down Kirby if you made it to the end of the video, and I'll try to heart your comment. Follow me over my social medias and join the Discord server. Links are all in the description below. Big thanks to my channel members. As always, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.